Hey, hey. Hello, Frazzled. Hello, Queen. So there's a verdict in, I guess. Hey, Meow Now. Yep. I guess I just saw on X, it's going to be read between 3:30 and 4. Hey, Happy. Sicilian. Hello. Yes. This is good, right? Usually it's good news when it's quick. And it wasn't too quick. I was just looking on X. They deliberated 17 minutes on Monday, 90 minutes before lunch today, and 75 minutes after lunch. So, okay, wait, let's see. Okay, Trina K just walked in the courtroom 2 minutes ago. Judge's assistant tracking down the defense team. Lori will be brought over from the jail. Okay. So that's why it may take a while too, right? I kept saying they got to get the family there, but they also got to get her there from the jail. Hey, Mama, Pandy, Shabby. Yeah, I don't know. We don't have the verdict yet. It's going to be read between 3:30 and 4. Trina K just walked in the courtroom, and they've got to get Lori from the jail. I know. What if, oh my God, I wonder, huh? Hey, Try Me. Yeah, your little joke earlier had me all scrambling. I'm like, what? Say what? Got me on my toes. I thought I was. But yeah, wouldn't that be wild? Because see, as far as they don't know she's in jail. Wouldn't that be something if she comes in her orange outfit? Oh my God. Wow. That would be wild. Yep, fingers crossed. I was just talking to Queen earlier. Oh, I need to let Jerry know. I wonder if Jerry knows. I feel like there's so many things that they didn't bring out in this trial. Of course, I don't know what all the judge allowed. But I just really wish there's so many things. I think what really has me, and maybe this might happen in Brandon's trial, but for no Melanies to ever have to be involved at all. I don't get that part of it. And if they receive some kind of immunity, what did anybody get for that? Oh, shit. Right. Well, remember we did know Alec Murdaugh, remember during his trial, they said he got he went in that room to eat lunch, but he was brought a lunch from the jail. He didn't get a special lunch. I find that super hard to believe. She does, Panda. She is May 30th. They start jury selection for attempted murder on Brandon Boudreaux. And that was her that's her niece's ex-husband, Melanie Pulowski's ex-husband. Alex shot at him, missed, just barely missed. That was 2 years ago. In April was 2 years ago. Lori was on convicted of Kylie, JJ, and Tammy. Last April was Chad was convicted of Tammy and Tylee and JJ. Hey, K9. How were your cocktails yesterday? Did you enjoy that? Yep. Yeah, so after Brandon, this should be it. And no more sideshows, no more field trips, no more any of this nonsense from this stupid bee. I feel like it's going to be guilty since there's so many things I wish would have come in this trial, but yet I think it probably still was a pretty solid case. Oh, that's awesome, Kate. I love that. Wonder how many people are down there right now. Wonder if I can see. Let's see if anybody else is live outside or. Yeah, there's still. I want to go to sentencing for sure. We don't know when that is yet, but okay, let's see. I don't see anybody live down there right now. Okay, let's see what Nate says. Public is 3 minutes ago, public is being brought into the courtroom. There are extra sheriff deputies there. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see. If jury finds Lori guilty, the jury will immediately hear aggravating circumstances from the prosecutor. Lori could also speak. The sentencing will not happen today and will likely be scheduled 30 to 60 days from now. Can you imagine? What if she's not sentenced until after her next trial? Can you imagine? Hey, Two Skulls. Sorry, guys. Yep. Sorry, I keep going around looking at other stuff, guys, so I can't see That's cool that Nate is. updating a lot on X. Oh, did you like that, sis? I made that up. I call it taco casserole. Um, all these like, thank you. We ended up putting them all over everything we've redone. We put those lights up. I like them too. Thank you. Yeah, I'm inside my house right now. I always am stream from out in the Gilbert room, so everybody thinks I live in a trailer or something because which I don't care what they think. Um, Michelle said that because I have a window unit. Hey, Jerry. I know. I don't care if I do either, Jerry. I know. I know. That's why I said that. And I'm like, I say everybody. I mean, Michelle, who gives a shit what she thinks about anything. It's just funny because nobody ever sees my actual house. Oh, I'm all nervous. You know what? I'm wondering what she's going to act like, Oh, thanks, Queen. I know everybody thinks I smoke in my trailer, in my home. Like, I actually don't smoke in my house. Hey, Cosmic. How are you, honey? I haven't seen you for a long time. How are you? Right. Can't sleep at night. How are you, Cosmic? We do have a verdict in the Psycho Lori Vallow case. You're surviving? Oh, no. Oh, okay. This is the breakdown. They deliberated 17 minutes yesterday, 90 minutes before lunch today, and 75 minutes after lunch today. So if you want to add all that up. Okay, so we probably have a minute or two. Let's go ahead really quick and check on. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, wait. What is this? Oh, shoot. I thought, sorry. Oh my God, are there babies? What? Okay, let's see. I know you do. I don't know what is going on, guys. I don't. What is that? What is that? Oh, there's the babies came out. The wind is blowing. I want it to stop. Okay. How weird, huh? Look it's hummingbirds. Oh, does it? I think so. I think they did. See, I can't tell. I know they are so big. Hey, Mar. Did you see we found a hummingbird live feed? I can't. What's happening in there? Yeah, the noise is going off and on. I've got it in my ear. Oh, that's weird though. You do see the judge? Where do you see the judge at? Where do you see the judge? Okay. Yeah, Kay Woodcock and family members are not there yet. That was 1 minute ago. Okay, the judge just sat down. Huh. Well, I don't. I have it on. Okay, court TV is just now. Court TV just came on.
There's a guilty verdict. We need to move on to an aggravation phase immediately after the reading of that verdict. I've given the parties proposed aggravating circumstances, instructions, and proposed verdict form. The state and the defense both have a chance to review those.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are there any additions or corrections from the state?
No, Your Honor.
How about from the defense? The defense did email my staff requesting an additional.
I think so. Okay, what is happening now? Why does that keep happening over there at court TV?
Until we read the verdict to do that. So I guess it will, depending on what the verdict is, we may take another break. If there is an aggravation phase, are your witnesses here yet?
No, they are not here yet, Your Honor. The next of kin are, from my understanding, about 5 minutes out.
All right, we'll wait a few more minutes before we take that verdict. Please let me know when we're ready to come out.
Yes, thank you.
Anna said she's 5 minutes away, but she's.
I don't know why I don't know how all that was happening because East Idaho News is getting it from Court TV. Court TV is the only camera in there. Let me see. Let me back that up though. Let's see what they were talking about. Huh.
Here's the state.
Yeah, I know. I was reading something about it. I don't think there's another charge. There, what Nate said was they would, what did he say? Wait.
The parties are present. The jury's not present. We were informed about 45 minutes ago that the jury has reached a verdict. In the event that the verdict is not guilty, this trial will conclude. In the event that there is a guilty verdict, we need to move on to an aggravation phase immediately after the reading of that verdict. I've given the parties proposed aggravating circumstances, instructions, and proposed verdict form. The state and the defense both have a chance to review those.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are there any additions or corrections from the state?
No, Your Honor.
How about from the defense? The defense did email my staff requesting an additional paragraph. The defendant is not required to testify or produce evidence of any kind. The defendant's decision not to testify or produce evidence is not evidence of any aggravating factor, which I did include in the bottom third of page 3. Given that, are there any additions or corrections?
No, Your Honor.
Are either the state or the defense requesting any other additional instructions?
No, Your Honor.
If there's an aggravation phase, does the state plan on introducing any testimony or exhibits?
Testimony, I believe, likely from 2 family members, we will limit it. I don't plan on doing openings, just presenting testimony and then argument.
All right. Would the defense anticipate presenting any evidence?
Your Honor, can we just stipulate to that? I mean, the statute says there's only one punishment for this crime. What is this? Why is there an aggravation phase for this specific count?
Much like the guilty verdict, the jury in Arizona has to find whether or not there's any aggravating circumstances. In addition, the jury would still need to find that if it's a guilty verdict, whether or not it's a dangerous offense. Until it's found as a dangerous offense, that sentence that you're talking about wouldn't be triggered. So I think we need to have an aggravation phase regardless. So would you plan on presenting any testimony or evidence in the aggravation phase if there is an aggravation phase?
No, but could I just stipulate to it or not? That's my question.
You can stipulate to aggravation and you can stipulate to whether or not it's a dangerous offense, but I think you should probably wait until we read the verdict to do that. So I guess it will, depending on what the verdict is, we may take another break. If there is an aggravation phase, are your witnesses here yet?
No, they are not here yet, Your Honor. The next of kin are, from my understanding, about 5 minutes out.
Well, I don't know if he's, they're waiting for the family to get there. They have to give the family time to come. And so I don't know if he's stalling necessarily for any reason other than he kind of has to. So she had said at that time they were like 5 minutes out. So I keep checking X too to see. Yeah, he said Annie Cushing's there. Of course she is. I still don't like her. Okay. Oh, sorry. Hey, Kentucky woman. We're just waiting for the verdict. It's in. We just got to wait. Yeah, I bet. You know, nothing's going to change, but I didn't know there would be people going on the stand today. You know, everybody does it different. And, you know, I guess not all that surprising. Most trials I watch are not in Arizona. So everybody has their different way of doing it. It seems weird. Seems weird that people are going to testify today. Doesn't that seem odd? After the verdict. I don't know. Brandon Boudreau just got there, sitting in the front row with the family. What's really odd, Cosmic? Me? Yeah. I am. I cannot help it. Okay. This does get me all anxious. Like, hurry up and wait, hurry up and wait. Oh, yeah. That is odd. I think it is. I've never seen that before. I feel like I need to start going to more trials here in Arizona to figure this out. So I can see how it's done around here. Around here. Come on, though. Let's hear it. Right, Queen? I'm telling you. I feel like I'm going to start going to. I've got something I've been looking into. I'm going to have to talk to you guys about it soon. It's so convoluted, though. There's so much to it. And it's a little bit scary. Like, this guy seems like he's killed a few people and just getting by with it. So I don't even know how much I want to dig. It's a lot. Wait till you guys hear about it. It's a lot. But I keep thinking I want that guy to be on trial. And I would for sure go. Okay, see, now we could still be looking at the we could still be looking at the hummingbirds. But they came and gave us a big old team. Let's see. on it. What's so loud over there? A plane or something, I think a plane. Oh, wow, that is a big fish. Okay, we're back. Don't be saying stuff if you hear it somewhere else. Let me. Okay, there's Kay. Hey, Tough. Don't say anything. Did you actually see? If you heard it, don't say it. Are you fucking kidding me? You came in here and did that? Did you really do that? Oh, I'm like, please don't. All right, I'm going to mute myself. Yeah. Yeah, but then you said breaking news, so I thought maybe you heard it. I'm like, oh man.
All right, the jury is present. Please be seated. Do we have a foreperson? Who's the foreperson?
Yes,
Has the jury reached a verdict?
yes, we have.
I'm going to ask you to hand that to my courtroom assistant. I'll ask the clerk to read and record the verdict.
In the Superior Court of the State of Arizona in and for the County of Maricopa, State of Arizona versus Lori Daybell, CR 2021-001704-001, verdict count 1. We, the jury, duly impaneled and sworn in the above entitled action, upon our oaths, do find the defendant, Lori Daybell, as to the crime of count 1, conspiracy to commit first-degree murder occurring on or about July 11, 2019, guilty. Signed, foreperson. Is this your true verdict? So say you one and all.
Yes.
On the court's own motion, I'll go ahead and ask the clerk to poll the jury.
Juror number 1, is this your true verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 2, is this your true verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 6, is this your true verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 7, is this your true verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 8, is this your true verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 9, is this your true verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 10, is this your true verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 11, is this your true verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 12, is this your true verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 13, is this your true verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 15, is this your true verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 16, is this your true verdict?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, I'm going to ask the jury to retire to the jury room for just about 2 minutes. I need to discuss something with the parties before we determine whether you're done or not. So the admonition still applies. Please.
I know, I want to see your
Jury room for a few
face.
minutes.
I want to see your face. Right? Yes. Thank God. There are 2 women. No, there was.
Seated, the jury is no longer present. I'll ask the defendant, you indicated earlier perhaps a willingness to stipulate to aggravating factors. Is that something you want to do, or do we want to go through this aggravation phase?
I'm willing to stipulate to it, Your Honor. All that it is the dangerous phase. Is that correct? There's only one statute there's only one sentence.
Well, the jury would need to find, first of all, whether or not this is a dangerous offense first. Secondly, whether the offense caused physical, emotional, or financial harm to the victim, or if the victim died as a result of the conduct of the defendant caused emotional or financial harm to the victim's immediate family. And then thirdly, the offense involved the presence of an accomplice. If you're willing to stipulate to all 3 of those, we can do that. If not, we'll bring the jury back in.
I will stipulate to it, Your Honor.
All right. You understand that if you stipulate to this instead of a jury finding, well, let me back up. You understand the jury would have to find these aggravating factors beyond a reasonable doubt?
Yes.
All right. And do you understand that if you stipulate to these factors instead of a jury doing it, I could also find additional aggravating factors at sentencing?
Sure.
Has anyone forced you or threatened you in any way to get you to stipulate to these factors?
No.
Has anyone promised you anything to get you to stipulate to these factors?
No.
Have you had any drugs, alcohol, or medication in the last 24 hours?
No.
Do you agree that pursuant to the jury's verdict of guilt, that this would be a dangerous offense because a deadly weapon or dangerous instrument was used?
I'm stipulating to it.
You agree that that's that this is a dangerous offense?
Correct.
And you're further stipulating that as a result of your conduct, at least the victim or the victim's family suffered emotional or financial harm?
Absolutely.
And you're also further agreeing that the offense involved the presence of an accomplice?
Yes.
Is the state satisfied with the colloquy?
Yes, Your Honor, it appears it's no involuntary. Made.
All right, the court does find that the stipulation to those 3 factors was knowingly, intelligently, voluntarily made. I will accept the defendant's stipulation. At this time, I'm going to bring in the jury and release them from the admonition. Before we do that, well, as my staff's lining up the jury, do you want to have a sentencing date within approximately 30 days, or do you want to wait until after the next trial to be sentenced on this matter?
What does the court prefer?
It doesn't matter to me. Maybe you want to talk to your attorneys or advisory council about that. We don't have to do it right now. You can do it.
That's right. No more Lori show. Phew. Nice, nice, nice. Good job. She wore us out. I know. Well, look at you know what? Nate Eaton said today tomorrow is his wedding anniversary, and he said this will be the third one I've missed because of Chad and Lori. Right, Queen, exactly. Yep. Yep, she does have another trial. Jury selection starts on May 30th.
Please be seated. The jury is present again. Members of the jury, you are now released from the admonition. This concludes your jury service. I want to thank you for your jury service in this matter and your attention in this matter. The admonition is lifted, meaning you can talk to anyone about any aspect of this case that you want to at this point, but you also have the right to not talk to anyone about any aspect about this case. I just need to take care of a few more matters, but if you want to wait for me in the jury room, I'd like to thank you personally. And then you can be on your way. If you don't want to wait for me, that's fine as well. But you are released to go at this time. All right, thank you.
Rest of the jury.
So they don't have witnesses? What is happening?
All right, please be seated. Do you want to talk to your advisory councils briefly to discuss whether or not you want to proceed to sentencing or wait until after the next trial?
Ooh.
We could just wait till after the next trial, Your Honor.
Okay. So I'll
Okay.
hold off on ordering a pre-sentence report until we resolve the next remaining case. I've already set the dates and we have a status conference in mid-May on that.
Wow.
So unless there's anything else from the state's perspective,
There you go.
from anything else from your perspective?
Nope.
All right, we'll be at recess on this matter.
So is it because they said she acknowledged that she caused them pain? And find what? What just happened? Okay, Queen, I'll see you in a little bit. See, she likes to like carry things like she works there, you know? Okay, that's what I was going to say. That's okay. I saw that happening. I mean, I heard that, but what in the actual? I don't know. Okay. Me either. I know, me too. Let's see what we can find. That's some weird stuff going on over there at let's see. Let's find somebody who's got something to say about it. Okay, let's see. We might have something. Hold on. Oh, Colby is sobbing. Oh my God. Oh shit. Let's see.
Not one that many people were expecting.
Right.
We thought that this could go on for quite a while. So here's exactly what happened. After the prosecution rested its case, Lori Vallow Daybell, who is representing herself, argued that the state had not presented enough evidence that what happened to Charles Vallow was in any way criminal. The judge disagreed and said a reasonable jury could find that there was enough evidence to potentially find her guilty. What was supposed to happen next was the defense, Vallow Daybell, was supposed to start her case to explain to the jury through witnesses and testimony that she is in fact innocent. That's what we were expecting, which is why it was so shocking to see her immediately wrap up. Now, this means she is essentially taking a gamble here on whether or not the jury believes she is guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Here is some of that drama as it unfolded in court.
The state has failed to show substantial evidence for count 1, conspiracy to commit first-degree premeditated murder. There was no plan to murder Charles. No evidence showed that, in fact, evidence suggested
Well, I thought they were going to talk about the
The
verdict.
court does find that there is substantial evidence
Yes,
that a
we do
reasonable
have a
jury
verdict.
could find the defendant guilty. The court will further add that the
Okay, I thought that was going to be, I thought they were going to talk about this. Yep, guilty. She's a guilty bitch. Very happy about this. Yep. And she's going to wait and be sentenced after the next trial. So, really, what channel? Okay. Let's look at.
Yep. Something's happening. Okay, we're going. Okay. Shoot. Sorry.
And I feel like we uncovered some lies. So knowing now that she was convicted of killing her 2 children, I haven't had a chance to Google everything. I'm sure as soon as we get on the shuttle, so might have more to say later. Was that difficult going through this and not being able to be disconnected? Yeah. It just felt like there was a lot of information that didn't make sense and that was missing.
Do you think she did herself any favors by
No.
defending herself?
No,
You were not impressed with her
No.
lawyering skills?
no.
What did you think of her behavior during cross-examination, the way that at moments she was argumentative with some of the witnesses?
I mean, many days she just was like smiling and laughing and didn't seem to take anything very seriously.
Were you hoping to hear a defense? How much of that did that play into a factor in the decision?
It did.
Were you hoping to hear her testify? Were you hoping
Yes,
to hear her
I
call
was.
witnesses?
I was.
And what about you?
I didn't understand why she didn't call any witnesses.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I don't get
Or
that.
why she didn't have I know she made a statement about the only family that was interviewed was her estranged brother, and why wasn't her parents or her sister? But yet she didn't call them.
But
So-
I mean, in saying that, she's not obligated to prove her innocence.
Exactly. Yeah.
And you gave her that benefit of the doubt. She would recognize she didn't have to put it.
She's
Right,
yeah,
right.
She,
Was the fact that she didn't put up a defense or take the stand in her own defense part of your deliberation at all?
no.
Did it
It was all
affect you?
evidence. It was all evidence that was
Yeah.
produced and presented to us.
Sorry if this was asked, what would you say the biggest piece of evidence for you guys as a jury was when you came to the decision?
Well, for me, like her, it was text.
The text
were damning.
history. The text history.
What specifically
tell us
about the
which
text?
Oh, there were so many.
If you do that or not. Yeah, there was.
I
Well,
mean,
there
we
was
had
two of them for
pages.
me that really stood out.
Can you
Which
tell
ones?
us which ones?
Then
Yeah, that was one of them. Soon will be me, fine, so will I. So that was one of them. I don't know if I can say anything.
we heard so much about dark spirits and religion and how this all plays into it. I mean, as a jury, what's going through your head when you start hearing that in court?
For me, that didn't really play a big role because you have to have evidence of conspiracy, and that was not.
Was it
Somebody's.
Was it unusual for you guys to, I mean, you're talking about her brother Alex, the one who actually did that. So many players were referenced in this trial, and you never saw them, never heard from them. That had to be confusing when
It
you
was
guys got
very
back in the jury room. Yeah?
Yeah, it was very confusing.
What did, how
It
did
just felt like there was so much of the story that was missing.
Did she have any valid arguments, like anything that made you think maybe she's not guilty?
Do you want to answer? I can't think of any.
You know, honestly, up until yesterday, I would have said not guilty. But when the prosecutor, I don't know, what do they call that? When they give their
Closing argument.
Argument.
Yes, the closing
Connected
argument.
the
That's
dots.
really there's a few things she said in there, and then when I looked them up today, I was like, oh,
you were still on the fence yesterday.
I was yesterday.
Give us a sense of what it was like to be in that jury room. Was there any a point that someone was disagreeing, saying that maybe she is not guilty?
Yes.
Were you guys all?
There was-
And what was that like? Walk us through that.
It's just a matter of, adults working things out, going through all the evidence and figuring out,
Good job.
what we were going to come to an agreement.
Victory.
Now that everyone that was in that house that day, minus Daybell, is all not with us. I mean, what is that like to hear as jurors?
Sad. Like I kept wanting to hear from Tylee.
I was going to ask, is anybody wondering why Tylee wasn't testifying?
Yes.
You were.
Did you ever ask the judge why aren't they here?
No. And the one witness that really got to me was hearing Kay. I was holding back my emotions.
Okay, Woodcock. Yeah.
Can y'all spell your names for us?
Yes.
Her name's Carl.
Victoria Lewis, LEWIS.
Thank you guys.
Thank you for your perspective. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your perspective.
Like I need to stand up.
Thank you.
Okay, that was
You a juror? Could I jump in on this?
Can I give you a new one?
Are you doing an interview with them right now, or
No, sorry for introducing everyone.
what is? Yeah.
You kind of walk us through what it was like in that room.
And your decision today.
One of the biggest factors was probably when we were sitting there, whenever they would ask a question about the Mormon stuff and all that, she would just kind of look at us and smile and smirk. So it kind of gave it away for a lot of it, just kind of didn't really care.
What were those conversations like in the jury room? I mean, going back and forth when everyone was deliberating. Can you kind of put us inside that room with you?
Let's see. guilty. It was kind of, so a lot of us already knew. A couple of us just needed the extra, we need to re-look back through the evidence, the text messages and all that. So it was a little bit of back and forth, but all of us were pretty sure we already knew what we wanted.
Was there one piece of evidence that really convinced you she was guilty?
Probably when she said that he was Ned before they got rid of him.
Yeah.
That was probably the part where we were like, okay, now it's real.
Did you ever wonder why Tylee wasn't testifying as a witness?
Yes. We didn't really have much to say about it though, because we didn't really know anything, why she didn't, stuff like that.
And do you understand now that every other witness that was there that day is now dead?
Yes.
When did you learn that?
At that end, when we first were walking out, everyone was talking about it, and we got to look up her previous stuff so that we were aware.
And in that jury room, this woman's been convicted of 3 homicides. You guys didn't know that.
We did not.
None of you guys knew that.
Correct. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
And then hearing all the missing pieces at the trial, people who didn't testify. There were a lot of holes when you went into the jury room.
Yeah.
We're not explaining.
Yes.
Must have made it much more difficult.
It did, which is why we went back through everything just to make sure we didn't miss anything, to make sure that we were 100% on what we were choosing to do.
Was there anything that made you think she might not be guilty?
No.
When you went back to the deliberation room, were there any jurors that were uncertain and some that were certain? Where did you start? What was the foundation for deliberations?
I think probably 10 out of 12 of us were certain. The other 2, we helped them go back to what they needed to learn to kind of make up their mind. And then, we just kind of went from there.
Did you guys look at any additional evidence once you were back there? Because I know that not all of the evidence was presented in court, and they said there was additional. Lori asked you to watch the entire interview, for example, and
Yes.
Trina K invited you to do the same. Did you guys do any of that?
That was actually one of the first things we did, because what we saw was only clip bits, and going back through it, it was actually kind of the whole interview that was like that. She asked us to watch the whole thing, but the whole thing was pretty much those clip bits, other than her laughing, smiling about, she was kind of just at peace. Like, she was just sitting there, her legs were crossed. She was sitting all the way up on the seat with no shoes on, just her legs were crossed like she was in her own home.
Lori made a big deal out of being called nonchalant or calm throughout the entire trial. Didn't think it was really fair. Was that something that affected you guys, her calmness or nonchalantness?
Yes. Being that calm when everything happened, it's not something that you would normally be calm about. You'd expect to be sad, asking how your brother's doing, since he was the one that got injured during it too. She didn't do any of that. She already knew it happened, and she just went with it like that.
Did you want her to testify?
I guess, I don't know. Yes, seeing Charles's sister's reaction when they did say she pled guilty was really relieving. It made all of us feel really good that they got justice.
Can we get your first and last name?
Natasha Smith.
Natasha Smith, thank
also
you.
known as Tosh Reed Tucker, though.
Tosh Reed Tucker.
Yes.
Can you spell that?
TASS. And then my last name is Reed Tucker, REED-Tucker.
Did you plan to go watch a bunch of stuff about this case now, or are you over?
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe we're told that there's a Netflix documentary, and you can basically just Google it, everything will pop up. So that's probably what I'm going to do with.
Oh, girl, you're going to die.
And you really didn't know anything about this case coming on as a juror?
No, and I told my grandma that I got requested for jury, and she asked if I know anything about it. I told her the name, and her jaw dropped. Like, I was supposed to know who she was. Like, she thought it was insane that I didn't know what was happening, but I just moved here 2 years ago as of March, so I didn't really know anything to begin with, but my grandma did, and she thought I was just crazy for not knowing.
Where'd you live previously?
Minnesota.
And so your grandmother was able to keep a tight lip on things?
She did. Yes, she did.
Fun discussion.
Yeah, and I actually see her tonight too, because my mom just flew in from Minnesota, so I'm
watch
gonna go see them after this, and we're probably gonna watch everything.
We'll have a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
you.
so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Natasha, or Tosh.
Natasha, here's my card. I'm from Idaho.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, not, yeah, but yeah. I'm just gonna keep. What? Oh, she's gonna talk.
I think she's gonna have my info.
Good.
Well, I can help you get a hold of her.
Okay.
So we'll.
I'll wait for you guys to get done.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine, girl. Thank you, lady.
Gracie, will you get her? I'm going live. Oh, okay.
Excuse me.
Okay.
And I had to, I'm a single mom.
I'm gonna go back over. Well, actually, let's talk. Can you help us explain the? Can I turn it on you? Is that okay? Hold on, guys. Well, is our stuff over there, by the way? Yeah. Should we go back over there? You think it's okay? Okay, so I'm with my producer, Grayson. We were sitting there in court today. We were expecting testimony. You know what? Let's go away from. Let's go this. Do you know what? Pause. Let's go past. Actually, you know what? Pause. Let's listen to this.
And there was so much that popped out. And there's so much. I'm like, obviously, chance of lives,
Thank you.
You know?
Yeah. Right.
I know now. I mean, bit.
Yes. That's what I want to know. Where are his charges? Return mission. Yeah.
But that's not part of
So, okay, so being raised Mormon, when you heard her argue the Nephi story, what was your thought?
lies.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't, I'm like.
We know what Nephi and Laban.
Everybody knows what Nephi's known for. Whether
Right.
or not, there's more to it. That's the primary thing that he's known for in the Book of Mormon.
Yeah. So being raised Mormon, I am curious, were there any other LDS people on the jury today? Or today, this month?
I was the only one.
You're the only one.
So I had, they had.
Yeah, did you have insight
Yeah,
for that?
yeah.
Interesting. And what did you think about, you were just one of two women on the jury.
That was really weird too. I was
baffled.
surprised that there was all men.
I was too. I had never seen that.
This is weird.
I know.
Yeah.
I know you had to represent a lot in there. Yeah. Anything, and just full disclosure, I'm Lauren with Hidden True Crime, and I've been covering this for 5.5 years. At what point did
That
you?
was another thing. Why are we? Is it normal for an investigation to take that many years?
Well, they have a lot of cases.
But I didn't. Well, yeah, but I didn't.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
But that's why
And
they
got
had to do
back
the first case.
together in 2022 to really dig into stuff. So from 2019 to 2022, it was like they picked things up where they left off. And I'm like, why such the delay?
Yeah, I also wonder if it was because of COVID.
I was going to ask that question, but I didn't know if it was a stupid question or if they would even answer me.
I thought that too.
Yeah.
What did you think about some of the odd? Yeah, loud bus. What did you think about some of the odd redirects? You don't know, of course, what we're thinking sitting in there, but we thought the enchilada jab with her brother were.
I didn't understand at all. I was like, why is any of this relevant?
Right.
Seriously, why?
Right.
It makes sense.
Yeah. Right.
And there were certain things that she said also that I was like, why are you you supporting yourself or you supporting the plaintiff? Like the state, it just didn't make sense to me.
Right.
Like she was questioning who shot the gun. You don't know if I shot the gun, Tyler shot the gun, Alex, and I was like, well, so what are you saying? Should we be, looking into that? Like,
I agree. Forget the bus. There it goes. At what point did they tell you about the children and the fact that there is no witness still alive? And you really didn't know? Were there people in your life that knew what you were doing and just stayed tight-lipped? Okay. Okay. Wow. So they did a good job. You just said, don't talk to me.
did you know that she was offered a lawyer and chose to represent herself? Well, I assumed that.
Sorry about the bus, guys.
Because some public have thought she felt sorry for her, thinking she couldn't afford a lawyer. So I wondered if the jury, even if you can't afford one, you can. Right. So it wasn't made clear, but just on your right. So what you guys assumed. I kind of caught on that maybe she likes the camera.
Yeah.
What did you think every time that they were like,
Could we scoot down just a little bit? That bus is not going. Oh, it's her bus. It's your bus. It's your bus. Yeah, it's your bus. Okay. Yeah, we'll get you in touch. Okay. Okay. Let's go over here near our stuff. And
She did, the juror over there said they did know about you being highly as of today.
right, that's what she just said. Exactly. Do you have I'm gonna take my sunglasses. Hey guys, we're here. Well, that was some fascinating hearing from 3 jurors. That doesn't happen. Some fascinating information going on. So we are going back to where this possible press conference, we'll see, it is happening, although it does sound like the family is not going to speak, but people are hanging out here. I'll flip you guys around to see, and then we'll have Grayson explain from her perspective what happened in there. So here again, where this is the other side. Oh, look, here's Kay. Hold on. Okay. I don't know if they'll be coming to talk, but we'll be here if they choose to. Okay, so there is Kay. There's Kay, and that's Jerry. That's Jerry Vallow right there, and Susan Vallow. So all 3 of Charles's siblings. Hey, Kay. I got you. Okay.
Right up there to the mics, please.
Took his purse for her.
Give us a second.
I'm sure everyone has heard by now that Lori Daybell.
One second. One second.
In the first degree, conspiracy to commit murder against my brother was all.
Sorry.
And it was a relief, a long journey, and I'm just glad it's over with. I really am. My whole family is, my sisters, and I just want to thank everybody, the Arizona Prosecutor's Office, 3K, and everyone else who was here and got us through it all. Our court advocates and the whole 9 yards. Today's a good day. We won.
Were you worried, Jerry, that the jury might come back with a not guilty at all, or were you pretty confident?
I had a little concern, but when it came back so quick, I pretty much knew that it was done. So.
What did you think of her demeanor during trial?
I thought she was, kind of a smarty pants, not real, I don't know what word I'm looking for. I know which one I would use.
You're trying to be nice.
I know which one I would use, but, so
What'd you think of her lawyering skills?
I thought she sucked.
You think she did herself any favors by being her own attorney?
Probably not. I'm sure the first day into the trial, she wished she would have had
You think?
a real attorney. Right.
Did you look at her when the verdict was read?
I could see the back of her head.
And what was there? Did you have any reaction? Did she have any reaction?
I couldn't see, but she didn't shake her head or that I saw. So.
Okay, what did you think looking at her?
Me?
Yeah.
Come on,
I
Kay, your
was
turn.
I just saw the back of her head too. I couldn't see anything. She didn't. A lot of times during court, she would shake her head no when she didn't agree with something being said, or she would just shake her head no, and she didn't shake her head no. So I guess that means she really did do it.
Could you just come closer to the? Can you just closer to the mics a little bit?
Yeah, she seemed to really have a visceral reaction to you.
That's what I heard.
And when you were on the stand, what was that moment like for you?
I didn't know that she was that shaken by me. And then when I got off the stand, I really didn't even know what I said. And then once Jerry and my sister Susan and our friend Laura Ferris and who else was right there? And Colby was right there. And they were like, "You did so good. She was shaking like a leaf when you," and I was like, "What? No way." And it was.
Oh, thanks for coming in,
I thought
Snoops.
about it. I was like, yeah,
Sorry, everyone. I'm
okay.
just letting us
I
listen.
needed to know. That made my day. That of all the people she should be shaking for, and she was shaking about me. Good. Yeah.
What
did you
think of the
verdict?
When the verdict was read as guilty? What did you feel?
Oh, just 6 years of walking the pits of hell every day, and about halfway through, I realized, okay, I'm gonna make it through. But it was a long time.
Elation.
It was a long time before I got to that point. But it's still difficult, but it's okay. I'm ready to move on. It's time. We've got a 10-year-old granddaughter we're raising now, and I've got my hands full, and I'm real happy to be being her grandma. So,
After 6 years, does it feel real after 6 long years of walking through hell, as you mentioned?
yes, it feels real because for about 3 years I didn't feel anything. I was totally just didn't feel anything. No. Yeah.
Does this feel like justice for Charles?
Yes, and the order in which it's happened, you know, this was the first incident, the first murder, and then everything up in Idaho, and then so Charles would have wanted, you know, take care of Tammy and the kids first, and get to me when they're ready, and so he would have been. He's fine, and I know that he's pleased with us, and I know he's pleased with us, and I feel good.
Okay, one of the
Tell us that your testimony stuck with them.
Exactly.
And they even saw you after and felt like there was justice for your brother. What does that mean to you?
Great. Whatever I said, I struck a chord, and that's what I wanted to do. That's what I was trying to do, and I'm grateful. I mean, hey, the Lord gave us. Well, this was thrust upon us, and our lives just went into like a tornado for a long time, and then getting to say things in the first 2 trials, and then getting to speak about Charles finally, because he's been so silent, and I mean it's just been silent where he's at. I know people thought we forgot about him, and no way, you know, and but law enforcement never stopped. like Lori said, they didn't stop because I was right there behind with law enforcement here in Arizona, talking and saying, "What's going on now? Tell me." You know, I was in contact with them nonstop, so I knew at some point, you know, it was going to happen, and then all the other stuff, and you know, just I'm just glad we got to. I'm just glad this is done. Now we just have to get justice for Brandon, and I will back. I can't stay the whole time looking for his, but I will stay as long as I can. Kind of more towards the end of it, I guess. And is then it will truly be over. I say I've still got a little bit left in my book. But when that's over, then I can close my book.
And Kay, I don't know if you noticed, I saw 2 jurors look at you as they were walking out. Did you notice that at all?
No, I didn't. I watched them walk in because I know that if they look at you when they're walking in, that's a sign. And nobody looked at me, but I didn't see it, so I didn't watch them walk out. I didn't think to look. So
What'd you think when Lori waived aggravation? What'd you think?
I really couldn't hear her because you know that baby talk she does, that baby voice.
Yep.
She needs to lose that. I hope she grows up in prison and learns how to talk like a woman, you know, and not a baby. But anyway,
One of the jurors, the woman with the long hair, she said that she really just wanted to keep her. She's like, you know, afterwards I really just wanted to keep her.
you know, in Idaho, all the jurors I've met.
Oh my God, I love that. Wasn't that awesome? That baby talk. Oh my God. That was awesome. I don't think this is me. Maybe it is me.
My husband, whom she was hated at the time, whom she was ready to kill him. You know, it's like that
Okay, I
just shows
think I
you what
got
she's an actress. She turns on this persona and goes with it, and then boom, she turns it off, and then there's the real her, whatever the real her is. I sure never knew her.
Tell us a little bit, just for me, about Charles. You know, let's bring it back to him and his legacy.
Hey, you want to take that one?
Oh, I'm sorry. What was that?
If you could just
Tell
tell us a
them
little
about
bit
Charles.
about Charles and his legacy and how you want us to think
Well,
about him.
he was my big brother. You know, I followed in his footsteps. I did everything he did. He was only a year and 2 months older than me. So we hung around a lot. We had a lot of the same friends. He was a big influence in my life, and he was just a good dude. He was all the way from a kid till when she killed him. So, you know.
What did it mean to hug Trina Kay at the end? What did that feel like? To hear the verdict and then give her a hug?
Well, I hugged her and told her I loved her because she did such a great job, and it felt good. It did.
And she did do a great job. And all the detectives and everybody that has worked on this case, from Nicole Buyer, she's our victim advocate, and Trina and Nate Duncan and all the detectives that have come, and even we had a few visitors from Idaho that came, and that was welcome. And I got a thank you from, not a thank you, I got a congratulations from Rob Wood, from prosecutor in Idaho a while ago. And we have gained, we lost some dear family. We lost a lot, but we have gained family as well. So, there's the silver lining. And even in the worst of your life, there is something good there. You just takes sometimes a little while to find it. But y'all, we're dying here.
And so,
Susan, do you
Lauren?
want to say anything? No, she doesn't want to.
and as a parting shot, got the bitch again. Thanks, y'all.
Thank y'all.
Well, that was all good, right? Doesn't look like anyone else is coming up. That was really good. The hairy hole. Oh my God. Wow. That was really good, right? I'll see if there's something more. Oh, hold on. Okay, no. Okay, that was good, right? That was good stuff we heard. Okay. Well, I'm going to cut this off now. I'm going to come back tomorrow. We can talk about this. There's so much we need to go through. But kind of last minute live like that, I need to right in the middle of things over here. So I'm going to cut this off and we will be back tomorrow to talk about everything. Yes, everybody have a wonderful evening. It's a good thing to celebrate. Yes, thank you. Thanks for joining us. So we will talk again very soon. Good night, everyone. So good to see you, Lynn. Everyone have a great night, and I will see you later. Love y'all. Bye.